Epilogue. Astra stood in the star marble hallway, waiting to be summoned into Lady Stella's office. She knew she was mere starmins away from getting her very own power crystal, which, she had seen firsthand, had some pretty startastic powers. But why did she feel so nervous? Only one thing would make her feel better. She flipped open her Stars app and placed a holo call. Instantly, a holo picture appeared in front of her. "Astra!" her mother cried happily. "We were just talking about you. It's just not the same without you here." "Hi, Mom," Astra said, her voice nearly breaking. "Hey, everyone." Her family was sitting in the gathering room. Her brother and sister were playing a game of oughts and noughts. They all paused what they were doing to wave to her. "We really do miss you," said Asia. "And I was just kidding. I'm going to keep our room just the way you left it." "So how was school?" asked her father. "Anything new and exciting?" Astra smiled. "School is good. I'll tell you all about it. Someday." Lady Stella's door slid open, and the headmistress stood there, smiling kindly at Astra. "We're ready for you," she said. "Who's that?" asked her brother. "Are you in trouble?" "I'm not in trouble, don't worry," said Astra. "I've just gotta go." "Bye!" they shouted. "Bye, everyone," she said. She suddenly felt glad that she wasn't an only child. Today, at least. And even though her family didn't quite get her drive and ambition, she felt loved and appreciated. That was what really mattered anyway. She snapped her Stars app shut and followed Lady Stella through the door. Astra walked to the Lightning Lounge with Piper, admiring her newly acquired power crystal, a qualite. It glowed with a red-hot intensity, and sparks of energy raced across the asteroid-shaped stone. She was star-prized at how much she was enthralled by her jewel. Accessories were always just distractions before, things to get in the way or possibly get lost while she played her beloved sports. But this was different. The power crystal was breathtakingly beautiful, of course, but it was mostly, she thought, because she had earned it herself, and because there was deep meaning behind it, an obstacle faced and overcome, a job well done. Piper understood. "It's star-mazing, isn't it?" she said simply. Astra nodded. They stepped up to the door of a private room and slid it open. As soon as Astra stepped into the room, the star darlings swarmed her. Everyone was desperate to take off the polish. Astra started handing out bottles. "It smells terrible," said Cassie as she unscrewed the top from the bottle of nail polish remover. "It's so weirdly cold," said Adora. After a few minutes of rubbing and scrubbing, "I feel so much better," said Adora. "Me too," said Clover. "You can hear me!" Adora cried. "I'll never skip again," said Scarlet with a shudder. "How humiliating." "Hey, where's Leona?" Tessa asked. She reached into the bowl of star snacks and pulled out a moon cheese crisp. She popped it into her mouth. Delicious," she said. "If I never eat another moonberry, I'll be star-tastically content." "I have no idea," said Cassie. "Was she at the ceremony?" Vega rewound her holovid and shook her head. "Say something, Vega," Piper begged. "What do you want me to say? I have no words upon this day," Vega said. Piper's face fell. "Just kidding," Vega said. "Oh, my stars, you should have seen your face. Was it really as bad as all that?" "Worse," said Piper. The door slid open forcefully, and Leona ran inside. her golden curls wilder than ever. She had a broad smile on her face. "I have terrible news," she said. "We tracked down Opilia while you were gone." "And this is terrible how?" asked Cassie. Astra glanced down at Leona's golden fingernails. Of course. She grabbed the girl's hands and scrubbed until her nails were bare. Leona nodded and smiled. "Great news, huh?" "How did you find her?" Cassie wanted to know. "And is she an orphan?" Piper spoke up. "I remembered you had said that Lady Stella thought that the orphanage had a different name, so we went to Vega." Vega took up the story. "And I had hollow-vided the conversation, of course, so I rewound it and we got the name. Turns out it's a real school in Starland City," Leona broke in. "So we went there. We couldn't find Opilia, but we left her a message. And she just sent me a holotext saying that she's going to call any starman now." Leona's star zap began to flicker and chime. "It's her!" she cried, accepting the call. Ophilia's tiny self with her ochre eyes huge and serious appeared in the air. "Hi, everyone," she said. Everyone waved to her as they clustered around Leona. "I just wanted to say I am sorry," said Opilia, "for misleading you, and for pretending to be someone I wasn't." "I knew it," said Cassie and Scarlet at the same time. "But why did you lie, Opilia?" said Leona. "I thought we were friends." "I had to," said Opilia. "I had my stars set on going to Starling Academy, but my grades weren't so stellar." "I'll say," said Scarlet. "And I bombed the entrance exam. I somehow managed to get an interview, but that didn't go so well either. I was devastated." Opilia continued. "Then I got a hollow communication from Starling Academy. There was a spot open, but I was told that it was intended for a special student, an orphan. But they couldn't find one, so I just needed to pretend I was an orphan if I wanted to go there. I thought it was strange, but I just did as I was told." She took a deep breath. "Once I arrived at Starling Academy, I got a message every morning that told me what to do. Act like a sad orphan. Report back on everything you all said and did. Make friends with Leona." She had the good grace to look ashamed. "Sorry, Leona," she said. "I really did like you as a roommate. You were very entertaining." Leona snorted. "Glad I could amuse you, Opilia." She shook her head. "But I really liked you." "You mean you felt sorry for me," said Opilia. "And I can't blame you. I was told to act pathetic so everyone would feel bad for me and open up to me." She smiled. "I'm a really good actress, huh?" Scarlet sneered. "A regular Rancora," she said. "Who?" asked Adora loudly. Clearly, she had missed the sound of her own voice. "My old roommate, Mira, told me all about her," Scarlet explained. "She was a Starling Academy student, and apparently quite the actress back in the day." "Are you serious, guys?" said Cassie. "We're discussing this now?" She addressed Opilia. "Here's what I want to know. Who did the hollow communications come from?" The room grew silent. Everyone leaned forward. Opilia gave a sharp laugh. "They came from Lady Stella, of course."